First and foremost, there are two noises that you may hear: noise from a neighbor and their kids, or secondly, noise from the aircraft crossing here. I'm closer to the airport, so most of it, you'll be hearing the airplane going boom, boom, making noises to and fro. And thirdly, big up to my mother for giving me this t-shirt, Power and Purpose. I actually wore this t-shirt to sleep, and it has given me a pretty much insight about life and about certain things. I was just going through my mind, and I remember some the days that we were employed, the days that we were mounting excuses, the days that we were doing certain things. But one thing about life is when growth smile at you, you understand life well. When growth smile at you, when you grow, you get to know life. You could hear the airplane coming, huh? That's an aircraft. Well, like I said, I was going through my mindset and I was saying certain things and I was analyzing certain things. To be a boss and to be employed, once you are being employed, the job is not yours. So most of it, we cook up excuses. Oh, boss, my face just wrinkled. I can't make it to work. Oh, boss, I just lost a teeth and I can't make it to work. Oh, boss, I just broke my right hand and I can't make it to work. Oh, boss, my hair is grown and I'm having serious headache and I can't make it to work. All these things that we keep doing as people being employed. It's funny, at the end of the day, the job is not ours, so we are able to cook up more excuses, more flimsy excuses that might not be that important. But because the job is not yours, you make up all the excuses. Big up to all the CEOs, big up to all the leaders, big up to fathers and mothers. And they may not be able to employ people, but they are leaders. They have kids, they have people they take care of. Once you are able, someone is beneath you that you've been able to give the person water, you're a leader and you're a boss in the way. If you feed someone, if you should even give a penny or a cedi or a dollar or a naira or a nickel or even a coin, if someone is relying on you, you are a leader and you are a boss in your own way. And big up to you for the sacrifices. Now I'm fully grown and reality is hitting back to me. No, I'm a blogger and a vlogger as well. Each and every day you need to break the mind and also go deep in the thoughts of, hey, how do I grow? How do I maintain these followers? How do I maintain these subscribers? How do I give them the content that they truly need to enjoy? How do I inform them? How do I keep them entertained? Reality now has hit me and I'm going through all these things and I'm like, each and every morning I'm like, yo, these are followers, these are subscribers. They are people from different places. They decide to be impactful in your life. They decide to come to you also to help you grow in each and every way. So how do you also impact something in their life? How do you make them laugh? How do you entertain them? How do you inform them? Each and every day it goes through my mind because we keep losing subscribers, we keep losing followers each and every day. Some people really come, they come because of one particular content. So when they didn't see such content going through to and fro, they just unfollow or they just unsubscribe and just go. So each and every day I have all these ideas and how do I make them happy? How do I inspire? But it doesn't really eats me that much because at the end of the day, whosoever wants to stay will stay. Like I said, big up to my mother once again for giving me the t-shirt Power and Purpose. It doesn't even take so much, but most often it eats me. But what more can I really say? This is a point whereby you're a boss now. You own this. You own this. You own this. This is yours. So you really need to keep them afloat, to keep them entertained, keep them informed. And regardless upon how you may employ people, you may employ that can say, oh, as a boss, they employ smart people to be in there. If a boss is not smart enough, how do you employ smart people? If you being the boss, you are not smart enough, how do you employ smart people? At the end of the day, you are the one who needs to make the final decisions. So if the boss is not as smart, how do you even make those final decisions? Regardless upon it, the boss might give the final say. However, you may employ people from Harvard or you may employ people from Silicon Valley, you may employ people from every other space where the Ivy League schools in the world, the mighty schools or whatever. You need to do the final decisions. I was going through all this and I was just laughing. I said, but if I'm being employed in a company, I have so many excuses not to come to work. Boss, my neck just broke. Boss, my head just turned around. Boss, the excuses are flimsy excuses. By you being the boss, you have no excuses. Your only excuse is when you're sick. You can see the noise. Your only excuse as a boss is when you're sick or when you're hurt or you are in some position whereby you can't make certain decisions. That's the only excuse as a boss. Each and every day, yours is to win. Yours is to win. Yours is to win. Man, I'm really happy. I'm really happy about this and this great insight there. Once again, I'm going to say big up to every leader, big up to every boss, big up to anyone owning a franchise, big up to anyone parent, big up to friends even owning certain things. Because like I keep saying, boss, there's a problem at the office, there's a problem at work, there's a problem in the family, there's a problem in the home. Now they're reporting to you. You have to you have to make the final decision. Boss, there's this, there's this, there's this. Sometimes what do some of the bosses say? Wait a minute, I'll get back to you. Regardless of on how smart the people you employ, you just need to make the final decisions. So once again, people that you were employed in the office, wherever, in someone's business, and probably right now you may build up excuses and also give them flimsy things, excuses that you might not be able to go to work. You are not doing the boss because at the end of the day, you're working for yourself and working for the company as well. So you're not doing the boss whereby you think maybe you're fooling the boss, but you're also doing yourself because one day, one time, you also grow, you also start making big decisions on your own, whereas you also affect your family, affect yourself. In as much as we've been in so many places, we've been in so many works, we've learned a whole lot of things that we've been able to apply all this to ourselves. And I must say, big up to every boss that is cracking the brain for his or her business to sustain. Big up to every boss going through all the nightmare. Big up to every boss trying to find money to boost the business. Big up to every boss. Every boss wants the only key as a boss is you want growth. As a boss, the only thing that you need as a leader, as a boss, the only thing you need in your work base is that you want growth. But the one that you employed want cash to send back home. That is the difference. A boss wants growth. The one being employed want cash in his or her pocket. Most of the time, there are certain people that you employ them. They bring great insights to the company or whatsoever that you have. The people that you align to, they bring great growth. The ideas, they also bring up to the people that are employed as well. Because at the end of the day, if you are not working to bring yield to the company will collapse and fall. So on the finishing part of this conversation is, as much as you may be employed, there are some bosses who are good, there are some bosses who are nasty, that they are weird, they are not trying as much as possible to also get to know the people they employed. It's nice to be nice. It's nice to get to know the people you employ, want to know their affairs, their daily lifestyle. Yo, what are you really going to? How's the family? How's work? How is this? It's nice to be nice. It helps in the growth. It helps in the yielding as well. Because if I'm supposed to be the boss and I'm not being nice to the people that I employed and all I want is yield and growth and the cash in my pocket or whatever it is. In no time your business will collapse. But bosses who care for their workers usually grow, usually blossom all the time. Hey, I never knew there'll be a day and I'll wake up every morning at 4 a.m., 3 a.m. thinking on how to make this media firm of mine grow, thinking on how to sustain my followers, thinking on how to sustain my subscribers, thinking of the content to give out. Because at the end of the day, you can never satisfy a human being. You can never satisfy. There are certain things you may alter in one video. Someone will like you in one video, just one thing that you may alter. The person will just unfollow, the person will just subscribe, and just go away. It's good to be a boss. It enlarges and it equips and also brings you all the germs in your head. Or someone coming, hey, what do we do when we get to this point? No boss is dumb. And no employee or employer is dumb. Big up to you. And I pray more grace to your elbow so as you'll be able to maneuver all the challenges that come. Because if there are no grease, I bet you understand this term of me saying grace to your elbow, because if your elbow or your thoughts, I'm using the elbow as is a metaphor. If your elbow or your thoughts are stagnant, are hardened, there's no way you can maneuver certain things. But when they are free, greasy, when they're free, that's where you can picture your company. That's where you can bring all the growth and bring all the ideas. Your boss, this thing needs to go this way, go this way, go this way. Okay, do it this way. Bah, you do it that way and bring growth. Big up to every boss and big up to everyone that's holding the piece, holding the place in someone's company or someone's factory or someone's home. Do it well and do it diligently. And also, bosses, care for your workers, care for your employees. At the end of the day, we are all working for each other for growth and for accountability. Life is good when you have great people in your life. I pray that every person on this earth business grows. I pray that every person on this earth lives long. I pray that every leader or everyone being employed live long to enjoy the success that he ever placed on this planet Earth. My name still remains Brey, Ashton, Ziggy. You can follow me on my other platforms. Brey, Ashton, Ziggy still. And let's get acquainted to whatsoever that we're doing. It's good to be a boss. It's good to be a leader. It's great to be employed. Let's do our work diligently so as we will bring yield and growth to us all, yeah? Power and purpose. Power and purpose. It's in reverse because of the camera. You don't need to be told. God bless you. We keep